In this video, we are going to discuss about the intraday stocks for 6th September 2022 and the day would be Tuesday. Now in yesterday's video, I said that this trend line is going to act as resistance and you can see that Nifty has exactly closed below this trend line. If we go to a lower chart, you will see that final candle is above the closing happened below this trend line itself. So because of this will still act as resistance unless it opens gap up, and here also the 60 resistance is intact. So going to 1 hour chart, you can see that Nifty broke this trend line, and as per the 1 hour chart, the final candle closed above this. So this is a good sign showing this positivity. And on the upside now, this 17,800 will act as resistance and 17,500 will act as support. So Nifty is still looking to consolidate between this range with the volatility. So what we can do tomorrow? Now there are 3 things that we will look into consideration. The first thing is if it opens with a gap up. Now any gap up above 17,680 and sustaining above this will take Nifty to 17,750, 17,760, all these levels. So if it opens gap up and then it breaks out the first 15-minute candle, what I mean to say is it opens with a gap up, closes and breaks the first 15-minute candle, then we can buy, and our target would be somewhere near 17,750, keeping a 20-25 point stop loss. That is the first case, that is the gap up scenario. Second thing, if it opens flat. So if it opens flat within this range and then it takes support in this trend, on this trend line, and then crosses this high of 17,680, then we can buy, keeping a 20-25 point stop loss, and our target would be 1:2 or near 17,750 on the upside for tomorrow. But if it opens flat, then comes down and closes for 1 5-minute candle below this trend line and this low is taken out, then we will sell, keeping this candle high as stop loss, and our target would be 1:2 or near 17,600 or 17,550, all these levels. Then the RSI 60 resistance will also do its job. Now the third thing is that if it opens with a big gap down. So if it opens with a big gap down, then these levels of 17,520 will act as support and 17,680, 17,700 will act as resistance. So if it opens with a big gap down, then it will be volatile within this range. So that's for Nifty. Now let's look at Bank Nifty. Now Bank Nifty has closed, was positive throughout the day and has closed above this resistance, just above this resistance. So any gap up or anything above this will turn it into a support. So the next target or the next resistance we will face immediately is 40,000, and above 40,000 or 40,080 to be precious, above 40,080 we will see the target of 41,000 in the coming days, or maybe 40,700 in the coming days. This will be your target for swing. But if we go to 1 hour chart, then you can see that after a big candle, it is just halting here in a box. So if it breaks on the higher side, then keeping a stop loss on this level, we can go for a swing trade also, and our target would be near 4,500 in the coming days, and RSI will also then take support at 60. But for intraday, what we can do tomorrow is, you can see that this is the resistance area. From here, whenever price went on the upside, selling came from this area. So as long as it is not crossed, we will wait. Now the first thing is that if it opens with flat. So if it opens flat within this range, then we will wait as soon as this high is taken out. If it is taken out, then we will go for an 80 point stop loss, and our target would be 1:2 immediately, and 40,000 will be our first stop. The next stop will be far high, which will trail. Now if it comes down, because you can see that it is kind of also a trend line thing, so if it comes down, then we can aim for 80 point stop loss, and our target would be 1:2 or this high of 39,600. So 39,600 will be our target in that case, because RSI took resistance at 60. But what is more likely tomorrow is that it might open with a gap up. So if it opens with a gap up above 39,900, then the immediate resistance is 40,000. So if it breaks and crosses and consolidates here, then we can look for buy. Otherwise, we will look for selling, and the sell off can take it to 39,800 again. So if it's gap up, then we will look for some profit booking opportunities or some profit booking. Now if it opens with a big gap down, like below 39,700 or 39,600, below 39,600, then we can again see 39,300 level on the lower side and 39,900 on the higher side. So it's going to be highly volatile if it opens with a gap down. In that case, we will just avoid doing directional trading, or we will do some non-directional strategies in that case. So that is for Bank Nifty. So now let's look at the stocks. The first stock is Sun Pharma. Now from here you can see that it was coming down, made a lower high, and then came down making a lower low. Now it is kind of a range bound, and RSI also took support at 40. The volume is not so high, but the low has been maintained well. This low has been maintained well. So if it takes out tomorrow, if it opens flat or few points up or down and takes this level out, then above 887 we can buy. An immediate target would be near about 900 on the upside. So we can aim for 3 point stop loss and a 6 point target for tomorrow. The next stock is National Aluminium. Now you can see that National Aluminium is kind of making a W pattern with a higher bottom. Now this low and this low is higher. So with a higher bottom, it has formed a W pattern. So this is the neckline, but which would be your target for intraday itself. So for tomorrow, if it takes out 79.80 on the higher side, then we can buy, keeping a 1 point stop loss and 2 point target on the upside. The next stock is Sun TV. You can see that it is kind of maintaining a trend line on the higher side, and it is also coming down, and it may test 60 again before going up, which could be this level of 500. So today was a good profit booking scenario. So if it opens little bit gap up or flat and crosses this level, the low of 509, then below 509 we are going to sell Sun TV, keeping a 3 point stop loss, and 6 points will be your target on the downside. The next stock is Pidilite Industries. Now you can see that this was the top which was broken out. Now it came down with a gap up, with a gap down, and then it has made a rally, and today is the first profit booking scenario. And RSI is also looking kind of an overbought, so it can come and test 60. So if it comes down, then it can test this high again. Sell Pidilite below 2827 with a 6 point stop loss, and 12 point will be your target on the downside. A word of disclaimer that all these stocks are only for educational purposes. I am not a SEBI registered analyst, and this is not a recommendation. Consult your financial advisor, and these are for educational purposes only. So I hope you enjoyed this video, and thank you for watching.